Country mouse Chris lived in a tranquil little village. His home was a cozy little burrow, adorned with a beautiful array of wildflowers at the entrance. Every day, he would leisurely stroll through the fields, enjoying the natural scenery and fresh air. One day, Chris's good friend, City Mouse Cameron, came to the countryside to visit him. Chris was delighted to welcome his old friend. Early in the morning, Chris took Cameron on a walk through dew-covered grass, showing him how to inspect wildflowers and insects. They spent the afternoon playing hide-and-seek in the dense forest, where Chris highlighted the serene beauty and calm of the countryside. After their adventures, Chris prepared a simple dinner for Cameron, freshly dug carrots and fresh corn. Cameron tried the food, and although it was very fresh, he clearly wasn't impressed with the plainness of the rural diet. He began to describe his life in the city to Chris.
Oh, my friend, you really should see my days in the city. My home is filled with all kinds of food from pasta to sushi. You must come and see my place. I guarantee you a feast.
Curious and intrigued by the promise of a more varied diet, Chris agreed to follow Cameron back to the city. Then Cameron briskly guided Chris through the city, showcasing a variety of urban facilities including an amusement park, a museum, a library, a shopping mall, a park, and a cinema. After these exciting urban adventures, they scurried back to Cameron's home, a cozy nook in the basement of an old apartment building. Just as they were about to feast on the treasures inside the refrigerator, plump olives, juicy slices of ham, and chunks of exotic cheeses, a large, shadowy figure loomed at the door.
Meow!
It was the family cat, making Chris's heart leap into his throat. They dove behind a stack of kitchen pots, their hearts thumping wildly. Every attempt to sneak a nibble was thwarted by the sudden appearance of curious pets or the building's residents coming down to fetch items, forcing them to scramble back to safety. These frights and constant disturbances made Chris realize that despite the allure of city delicacies, the constant danger and lack of peace were too much for him. Eventually, Chris said to Cameron,
Friend, I think I'll go back to my countryside. There, I can peacefully eat my simple dinner under the stars, fall asleep to the sound of crickets. Simple, but I feel it's more suited for me.
Cameron, although understanding of Chris's decision, felt somewhat forlorn. They hugged each other goodbye. Chris took with him a new appreciation and respect for city life back to his peaceful countryside home, while Cameron stayed in his lively city,